Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to discuss significance testing. In the last video, we discussed null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. In short, alternative hypothesis is the theory we want to prove through data analysis, whereas null hypothesis is the opposite of alternative hypothesis that states that a data does not change anything that is already known. Our objective while data analysis is to prove alternative hypothesis. The process for this is to take null hypothesis as correct and valid at the start of the data analysis and see if it can be rejected after analysis. Rejected null hypothesis automatically proves validity of the alternative hypothesis. But there is a problem in determining the validity of null hypothesis. Suppose I am analyzing two groups which have different data values. How can I say that the difference I am getting, however small or large, is enough to reject or accept the null hypothesis? And this can cause errors as I have described before. To avoid any errors or biases, we calculate p-value by appropriate statistical test and choose the right alpha level. But what is p-value? P-value is the probability of getting the observed data if the null hypothesis is true. That means considering that the null hypothesis is true, then what are the chances of getting the data we obtained? Suppose p-value is large, like 0.66 or 0.82, etc., then it can be interpreted as that there are 66% or 82% chances of getting the observed data if the null hypothesis is true. Here we can say that null hypothesis must be true. That's why we are getting such high chances of obtaining the data. But suppose p-value is small, like 0.02 or 0.053, then it can be interpreted as that there is 2% or 5.3% chance of getting the observed data if the null hypothesis is true. Here we can say that the null hypothesis must be false. That's why we are getting such low chances of obtaining the data. In short, low p-value would mean rejection of the null hypothesis. But again, there is an issue. What p-value would be considered low or high? If we get a p-value of 0.5, that is 50% chance of getting the observed data, then would it be considered high or low? Would we reject the null hypothesis or accept it? For that, we have something called alpha level, also known as significance level. In easy terms, it is the p-value that sets the margin for low or high. If we get the p-value more than this margin or alpha level, then the p-value would be considered high, and the p-value less than this margin would be considered low, so as to accept or reject the null hypothesis. This margin p-value, that is alpha level, is decided before getting the data. Usually it is set at 0.05 as an accepted practice. That is, if p-value obtained from the data is less than 0.05, then only the null hypothesis will be rejected. Lower the significance level or alpha level, less are the risk of errors. So whenever we report the results, we often mention the results are statistically significant if p-value is less than the alpha level, and the results are not statistically significant if a p-value is more than the alpha level. Sometimes p-value and significance level are also mentioned with the results to show how consistent the data is for rejecting the null hypothesis. Now let's consider the example where new exercise affects the weight. So the null hypothesis will be that the difference in weight before and after exercise will be zero, whereas the alternative hypothesis will be that the difference between weight before and after exercise will exist. Here, notice that we are not saying that weight should increase or decrease, but just that the weight would change. So the difference would be either positive or negative, that is less than or greater than zero. That is what is called as two-tailed test. If I plot a graph and take the significance level as 0.05, that would mean it should be 0.025 at both ends. But if I'm saying that the alternative hypothesis is that the weight should decrease after exercise, then it would imply that the difference should be negative. It would be considered as one-tailed test, and 0.05 significance level would be considered as 0.05 only at the left-hand side. Now let's see how that will look in standard normal distribution. Alpha level 0.05, the two-tailed test, means 0.025 probability on each end. Generally, this probability value is obtained when the z-score is either minus 1.96 or 1.96. So, for z-score more than 1.96 or less than minus 1.96, probability will be less than 0.025. And for one tail test, alpha level of 0.05 will be considered on just one end. The z-score with the probability value of 0.05 is 164 and 1.64. For left tail test, that is, we are considering decrease in weight, z-score should be less than -1.64 to have p-value less than alpha level. Whereas for a right tail test, that is, we are considering increase in weight, z-score should be more than 1.64. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you learned something from the video, then please like, share and subscribe the channel.